Good afternoon, everyone. This marks the end of week 20, the second Sincerity week. Ben Franklin defined it as use no hurtful deceit, think innocently and justly, and if you speak, speak accordingly. And appropriately, the last book I finished reading was one called Verbal Judo by Dr. George Thompson. This is a very interesting story. So he started out as an English professor who then became a police officer. And using what he knew about rhetoric, he applied it as a cop and figured out what techniques are used best to persuade people. And this goes along perfectly with Ben Franklin's definition of sincerity. If you speak, speak accordingly. Because you could say something that you think is the truth, but the listener won't always see it that way. They might sometimes even take it as an insult. The back of the book says the premise of it quite well. Basically, if you react to a situation, it controls you. But when you respond, then you're the one who's in control. Sometimes we just say the first thing that pops into our mind, and that, as Thompson says, might be the one thing that we regret saying ever when we utter the inner voice. To give you a sample of what's in the book, there's a chapter on how to handle domestic disputes. Hush, 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 hush. Do way more listening than talking. First, when the speaker says something to you, whoever is disputing with you, you listen, and you paraphrase. That's a good way to interrupt, but in a way that shows that you're paying attention. Then later you paraphrase again. So that shows, oh hey, this person's actually listened to me. And then you ask in a good tone, once you make it clear that you're paying attention, what is it specifically that you can change? And that really will perk open their ears and let them know, oh shit, yeah, he actually cares. And then you go on ahead and change it. So that book is sprinkled with plenty of tips and tricks that really capture the definition of sincerity as written by Ben Franklin. If you must speak, speak accordingly and without any hurtful deceit. So next week we're going to talk about justice. So have a good one. Take care. Kick ass.